you so much for doing this interview with me, but more importantly, thank you for what you're doing. How does it feel being able to be part of a charity? Mike Pinball Clemens is a part of this, of course. Being able to give back to the community and, of course, the city of Toronto.
It's a great event, helping kids who unfortunately don't have the means to do well. And Mike is a great advisor for that. What he's done is he's given people hope. Every one of us needs someone to help us. And some of these kids have no help. What he's doing is really very honorable. I'm so fortunate I can be a part of this because what I promote in my sport, boxing, which some people just need to hit stuff sometime. And boxing teach you not just hit things, but discipline and also focus. We teach them structure when they're here so they have guidance. Nobody come in a boxing club and be a bully because there's always a bigger bully. So if you come here and you're a bully, we'll alter you in no time. So what it does is really humble them. And when they come in here, I allow them to be themselves. And nobody judge them. They have an opportunity, even stuff like skipping. They come in, they can't skip. A week later, they're skipping. That transcends into the life where they try something new and they say, no, this is difficult. Boxing teach them to keep going, keep trying. Eventually, you'll get it.
So what exactly is going to happen the night of the event when we are here? How is this going to work? Because I may have read it wrong. Are you training non-boxers and they're going to be involved in the competition?
We have, majority of them have never boxed. So most of them have said, listen, I'd love to try boxing. It's a great cause, raising money for a good charity, and at the same time learning something that I all want to do. Now this night, it's going to be like Las Vegas. These guys will be on stage. They are the star. They are the Mayweather of boxing on this night. At the same time, they're raising funds. They're bringing all their friends and said, listen, I'm doing this great thing. Come support us. It's for a great cause. And at the same time, I'm going to do something I always want to do. So I'm going to go to the gym. I'm going to learn boxing. Never boxed before. Never been in the ring. Some of them are at this time now starting to think, what am I going to do that night when somebody hit me? They're now starting to feel the jitter. So now it's almost showtime. But they're excited. And we're very fortunate to have them because it's a brave thing to do. You're going to the ring to fight somebody you've never met. A stranger. And you also invite your friends out. So, there's a lot on the line. And these are not anyone can do this and not anyone will. But my job is to make them ready, answer all the questions they have. I've coached into Olympics, so I have enough experience to help them. And also, my son, who's a national champ, will be on the show also, Joshua Frazer.
How do you instill this competitive edge for somebody who, say, may have not been in the gym for years, who has never been in a quote-unquote fight before? How do you instill that competition in them to be able to go out there, to be able to train, and because boxing is a different type of training, and also be able to go in the ring and be able to combat with another opponent?
Well, as a boxing coach, part of our job is also psychology, mental training. So what we're really telling them is a win-win situation. You do your best, you have won. You can't lose. Now, the only way you're going to lose is to a better person, somebody more skilled than you or a better experience. Regardless, it's a win-win because you're now raising money for a charity and you are going out there and you're putting yourself out there. You are saying, I'm going to do this, I've committed to do this, and I'm going to make it happen. When you finish, regardless of the end result, you're a winner. There is no loser on this night.
Absolutely. Yes. What are the misconceptions about boxing, do you think? I've been a fan from yay high when I used to watch with my dad on TV when, Ali and Frazer and those type of fights were going on with Howard Cosell as the commentator. What do you think are the misconceptions that people have of boxing these days? And also, why is boxing coming back so strong, especially here in Canada and Toronto?
Well, the misconception is people think anyone can do it. That's first of all wrong. It is no different from hockey, soccer, or baseball. You have to have skill. Now, boxing is the simplest way to explain it. It's like playing chess with your life. One bad move, you can be knocked out. So you got to be careful. You have to think in there. Every move you make. In boxing, every offense, there's a defense. And every defense is an offense. You got to be on your always alert what's going on. But the one thing it does to people that is beyond most sports, it teaches you to be humble. It teaches you not to judge people. When you go in the ring with a skinny guy and you're all muscular, you think, oh, I'm going to kill him. That skinny guy sometimes going to give you a beat, and then you go, wow. You can't judge a book by cover. It says boxing teach you that. So when they walk in the gym, first of all, you have to respect the gym. So it teaches you respect. You have to respect your opponent. It also teaches you structure. You come in here, regardless of who you are, you have to skip rope, you have to do push-ups, you have to do sit-ups. There is no one walking in the gym and said, I'm just here, I'm going to go in the ring. No, you have to earn that right. So in doing that, what it does, it teaches people all these elements. Now, we're going through a time now where there's a lot of what they call mental illness. Boxing is a great way to challenge that mental illness, because what happens is, if you're frustrated, come and hit the bag. I come in there and say to people, go ahead, hit the bag as hard as you can, go wild, go crazy. And people come in here to work out, they use that built up anger. When they leave here, they're good. They don't want to fight nobody in the street. And so people are learning now that boxing is a great way to challenge that energy. And some of it also caused by the time we live in. You know, kids are not getting outdoor anymore. They're not allowed to climb trees. They're not allowed to do certain things we used to do growing up. What we took for granted, kids don't do now. So these kids have a lot of energy now, and they need a place to use that energy under supervision. That's where I come in. And I welcome the community to come and see what we do at all time. I have a program here called Little Champs. And I say Little Champ because it's a special program for a 4-year-old to 10-year-old. And it's an amazing hour they have here. And when they come in here, they lighten up the place because they have character. 4-year-old, a little man. And they love it, you know.
And what about the comeback? What do you think is about boxing? Because there have been some boxing. I do believe there's a big one coming up at the Air Canada Centre. There have been, it's already passed, sorry. There have been a couple other fights that have happened in the last. Lennox Lewis has been throwing out there too. So it's really coming back.
The reason why boxing is coming back right now, first of all, there's a big, when MMA and boxing collide, which was Conor McGregor and Mayweather, it brought a lot of people to recognize that here's a 41-year-old guy fighting a 29-year-old man in his prime. And this 40-year-old man make him look like he's a baby. So people didn't realize boxing is not just about physical strength. It also is a mental game, and it's an art, and they call it the sweet science. It's come back now. Floyd Mayweather is a big part of that. But also what's happening in Hollywood right now, it's a huge thing. Like celebrities are using boxing as a what do you call an alternative workout routine. People are tired of going to the gym doing the same thing, so they try something new. And what they're recognizing that this boxing is not only fun because we can actually use our aggression, and when we leave the gym we feel great. And you know, you get in any happy moment you see people put their hands up. I remember a football player, every time he had a touchdown he would go like this. I remember even the tennis player, the one that won the Rogers Cup, Wilfred Tonga. I remember him winning at the Rogers, and the first thing he did was a little shadow boxing. You know, so people are seeing all these things, they go, you know what, it's a natural emotion to be like a boxer. And you know, it's fun and it's discipline. I think that's the biggest element. We're at a time now where our kids need discipline, and boxing instilled that in you. Whether you like it or not, you're not going in the ring if you don't listen to the coach. You're not going in the ring if you don't do all the other things before you go in the ring. You're not going to come here and say, I want to fight. You have to earn the right. So everyone is looking at that now as boxing is a disciplined sport. And discipline is what we're looking for with our kids.
For folks who want to hopefully join this gym or learn more about what you do, is there a website we can go to?
They go to Dewith Boxing. It's just DEWITH boxing.com, and they find all about us. You just click that in, and all the information is there about our classes, our program, and also you can go online and see some of the things we've done. We have national champions. I myself have coached in 2 Olympic Games. It's all there. And everyone is welcome for a 1 training session complimentary, or just to come and look at the gym. No cost.
My friend, thank you so much for the interview.
Thank you.